This review is of Tom Hanks' Uncommon Type, Some Stories. So this is a series of short stories by Tom Hanks. Yes, the Tom Hanks. And the unifying feature of this series of unrelated stories is typewriters. That's why you have these very old-fashioned typewriter buttons being used on the front and the side. And so there are a series of stories set in different times and places, and these are the stories. Some of these, now there is a series of Our Town Today with Hank Facette or Facet or whatever that is sprinkled throughout. I didn't particularly enjoy those. I thought they were like reading the work of and I think if that was his intent, he pulled it off. They're the work of a local reporter, not particularly sophisticated and for me, not particularly interesting. And some of the other stories were like, they're very, like, he tried to write it, and he did write it, so that it was like just an everyday story in somebody's life. In fact, a lot of them are like that. So this is a series of not even dramatic, but a series of daily life kind of stories. There is one where a woman wants to start writing a book. She goes to she goes to a yard sale. She buys this really, really cruddy looking typewriter. She pays more for it than it was worth. Discovers it doesn't work right. Takes it to a repair shop. The owner of the repair shop is there. He refuses to fix it and ends up selling her a typewriter that he helps her, he guides her, because he's like serious hardcore in love with typewriters. So he guides her to find the typewriter that best fits her needs. And it's kind of interesting, actually, in a weird kind of way. I mean, you wouldn't think it would be interesting, but it was one of the more interesting ones. Especially if you're like interested in sales. But he's like more of an ethical salesman than anything. So yeah, but there are lots of different stories, some happy, some sad, but all like, trying to be true to life. And tying it together with typewriters probably was not it was not compelling as a common thread, I guess you could say. It didn't work. And then throwing in the Our Town Today things as another common thread, did not work either. For me, personally. I felt like there were a couple of stories that were very, in my opinion, poorly written. And a lot of the others were just kind of, it's okay. And then there were some that were like, wow, that's really good. So it's really a very mixed bag. And so overall, since the majority of it was just, it's well written in a technical sense, but it isn't something that you're going to be like, or, oh my God, or anything like that. You're going to be like, oh, okay, it's done. And sometimes when it was done, I was like, I'm glad that one's done. So ultimately, I'm sorry, Tom Hanks. You're a great actor, you're a great comedian, but this book did not pan out, and I'm going to give it a 5. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.